Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic afternoon and you're getting ready for the racing that's going to be taking place out at the Vaal. We're going to have the Postman tipping out at the Vaal, so I'm going to hand you over to the Postman for his analysis.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us on Tuesday, the 30th of May, and we're on the Vaal Classic track. 8 races carded. Before we get into the selections, guys, I hope you guys have got on to the Hollywood site, collected your 25 rand voucher, and making a lot of money with that free voucher. Guys, 8 races carded. The card looks very, very easy earlier on and progressively gets more difficult. Please bear in mind, we will never give you a odds-on shot as a best bet. But let us go through the card together. Race 1, due off at 12:30. First leg of the Bipot, work riders, maiden plate over 1,200 meters. Going through here, the obvious choice for us looks like horse number 8, Open Highway. This is from the Ashley Fortune Yard, nicely drawn at 1. Gets the age allowance, carrying only 57 kilos on his back. And I honestly think that this one at 22-10 should dawdle this race. I don't like to get involved in work riders races, but again, if this one goes down, striding out, not sweating, 22-10 I think is a steal. And this is a banker in our Bipot. For second, I've gone for horse number 7. This is Kit's Grass. Victoria Dorina gets the ride here for the Space Yard. Again, one fair effort, finishing third behind Capiskin. Watch this one. Victoria gets her 1.5 kilo claimer, and I think this may be good enough to run second. For third, I've gone for the 1 Magic Prince. Chama Mobaya for the Mark de Kock Yard. This has had 7 runs, still a maiden, not going to Hollywood. For fourth, we've gone for a nice roughie here. This is 4 Activator. They've thrown blinkers on for the first time. Nicely drawn at 4. Thomas Ngume getting the ride for the Fortune Yard. Even though I've selected this to run fourth, I'm certainly going to throw the Fortune Exacta, couple rand on that, and the Fortune Swinger. So race 1, 8, 7, 1 and 4, and we're going to take a chance in or out first leg. We're going to banker the 8. Second race on the card. This is the first leg of our place accumulator, due off at 13:05, a 1,200 meter event, and this time for the girls. Very, very short priced horse here. The horse number 1, Zoom Lady, has at 6 runs, 2/3 and a 4th. Again, I don't think this is going to Hollywood. Is very short at 8-10. I'm not going to take chances here. I'm going to throw 3 horses in the Bipot, and I'm going to hope this one runs third. 8-10, I can't have it at 8-10. I think it's a little too short. It is drawn very wide. That is one of the reasons why I'm not going to banker this. However, it is my first choice, horse number 1, Zoom Lady. Gavlarina for the Alec Laird Yard. Decent effort last time out behind Glitter Fox. I think this will jump. I think it'll be up there. Just hoping that the 8 draw doesn't catch it out. For second, I have gone for the 10. This is Sugary Sweet, Sianda Sasibo for the Moffat Yard. This 2-year-old certainly has room for improvement. Sianda claiming is 2.5. This will be carrying only 54.5. Getting a lot of weight from the favorite. And again, this one may be good enough to go into the number 1 box, throwing this one in the Bipot as well. For third, I've gone for horse number 2. This is Sparkling Jubilee, Dega de Gavea for the de Kock Yard, drawn at 6. Coming back from a long layoff. But when we go and we look, first time out, behind Future Will, finish a short head second. Then the run thereafter, they put over a bit of ground, finished 4th. Behind QC Azul, finished 2 lengths behind Billy Spellbound. Bringing this one back from a long layoff over 1,200 meters. I'm not going to take any chances here. I'm going to throw this one in the Bipot as well. For fourth, gone for Real Raffia. This is the 4. Look to the stars. JP van der Merwe gets the ride here. I'm going back 3 runs. Finished second to Le Chorzy Shoop. 5.5 lengths to Cerulean Blue. Maybe good enough for back end of Trifectas and Quartets. In this race, I'm putting 3 horses on the Bipot, 1, 2, and 10, hoping to double up. If not, if the hot pot favorite runs out of the first 2 and you're still going through, you'll be one of a very few tickets going through. So let's hope so. So race 8, 1, 10, 2, and 4. Race 3, first leg of the pick 6. This is due off at 1340. Maiden plate for the girls over 1600 meters. Very, very, very weak race. Really. Horse number 1 is round about 4.5 to 10. One's not going to get rich here. Diego de Gavea for Mike and Adam Azzi. I do think that this one will be far too good for this field. I think this is a banker and all bets. And we're going to do that. We're going to banker. If I'm looking at taking swingers and exactors, my second choice here would be the 9. This is Be Real, Marco van Rensburg for the Heather Adamson yard. I'm putting a line through the last run. But we go back to that. This 2-year-old daughter of Alado has got some fair form. And again, I think good enough to fill in the second or third berth. For third, I've gone for horse number 3, Masava. This is Musieni for the Magna yard. Nicely drawn at 1. I think this will jump. I think this will also be handy and may be good enough to stay on for one of the minor spots. For fourth, gone for the 5, Kit Kat Katie, Dennis Swans for Philip Labaskachny. Again, this was not going to Hollywood, but maybe good enough for back end of Trifectas and Quartets. So race 3, 1, 9, 3, and 5, and honestly, the 1 looks the best bet in this race. It should not get beat. Fourth race on the card, due off at 14:15. First leg of Jackpot 1, a maiden plate over 1600 meters. And in this event here, I honestly think it's a 2-horse race. My narrow first selection is horse number 1, Kambula, covering a bit for the Terrier yard. Jumped, sat handy, finished second to the odds-on last time out. Third run after rest, should be there and thereabouts. For second, I've gone for 11, just Vaal, Ray Danielson for the Fortune yard. If this 2-year-old son of Vaal was drawn better, I would have banked this in all bets. Drawn 11, 2-year-old, first time at the course. One maybe tread a little warily, but again, must go very, very close. For third, I've gone for the 2. This is US Open, Philasande Tolly for the Broncos yard. Put a line through the last run that wasn't yielding. Time before that has got some fair form, good enough for back end of Trifectas and Quartets. For fourth, we've gone for horse number 3, Uncle Lucky, Gav Arena for the Moffat yard. First run for the yard. Drawn at 1, maybe good enough for back end of Trifectas and Quartets. So race 4, I think it's a 2-horse race. We've gone 1, 11, 2, and 3. Race 5, due off at 14:50, a maiden plate for the girls over 2,000 meters. Again, I don't think anything's going to Hollywood yet. However, the best bet on the card, when I say best bet, I'm going more of a value at 14 to 10. I think horse number 1 and Tenerovia. I think this is the real deal in this race. As I said, 14 to 10. Went close last time out. I do think that this is the horse to beat. We're going to take a chance and banker this again in everything, and obviously we're going to load up later. For second, I have thrown in horse number 4, and this is Work of Life. Jeff Seister for the Magna yard. Did improve last time out over a bit of ground. Watch this one, throw this one into Trifectas and Quartets. For third, I have gone for horse number 2. This is Miss Christmas. Samanga Kamalo gets the ride here for the Hudalakis yard. Drawn nicely at 1. I think this one's had a lot of racing, but Good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, gone for the 3, Spring of Alexa, Gavlarina for the Tarry Yard. Did finish behind Miss Christmas last time out, and I don't think that it will reverse the form. Good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. If I'm having a bet here, I'm going to take exactas 1 by 4 and a swingers, but I do think at 14 to 10, 1 is the best bet on the card. We'll move on to race number 6. We get a lot more difficult here. Race 6 is due off at 15.25, mid rate at 86 handicap over 1800 meters. And in this event here, I think there's good value on horse number 3, Millahue, 9 to 2. I think there's really decent value. Decent effort last time out, got going very late. I do think the 1800 will suit this one down to the ground. And as I said, for me, the value bet on the day at 9 to 2. For second, I've gone for horse number 7. This is American Biscuit. My apologies, not horse number 7. Horse number 10 is my second choice. Haslo Grande for the Sunday Choli for the match at yard. Last time out in the soft conditions, I think the 2000 is a touch too far. Coming back to the 1800 will shoot this one down to the ground. Must be included in all exotics. For third, I've gone for the 7, American Biscuit. Dennis Suarez for the Tyrone Zaki yard. Again, not a bad effort behind Shoemaker. Badly drawn at 9. But I still think good enough to make its presence felt. For fourth, I've gone for the 1, Nordic Rebel. This 9-year-old son of Rebel the King. Always runs well. Gavin Arena knows this one very well. Must be included in everything. I'm even going to throw in horse number 6. And this is Bob's Your Uncle, Craig Zaki for the Hudalarcus yard. I'm throwing this one in all exotics. In the Bipot, I'm going for 5 horses here, 1, 3, 6, 7, and 10. I'll do the same in the place accumulator, hoping to double or treble up there. And again, even the pick 6. As I say, my selections are 3, 10, 7, 1, and I think 3 is nice value at 92. Seventh race on the card, you're off at 15.55, mid-rated 103 over 1800 meters. Again, I think this is a difficult race, and I'm loading up here. I'm putting 4 horses in all our bets. Race 7, first selection, horse number 6, Bold Fortune. David de Gavea gets a ride here for the Stewie Pettigrew yard, nicely drawn at 2. This Daughter of Flower Alley took on a lot stronger last time out, finishing 4th behind the Gilded Butterfly, and I really think that this one will give a good account of itself. For second, I've gone for horse number 10, Zuzan, for the Sunday Choli for the match at yard. Nicely weighted with 52. Big disadvantage for me is the draw of 10. However, I think it's got sufficient time to get a decent position in the race, and I do think that this must be included in all exotics despite the wide draw. For third, I've gone for horse number 2, Laguna Verde, Craig Zaki for the Hudalarcus yard. Fair last 2 starts, was staying on, and again, larger perms, throw this one in. If you don't like tough race, you've got to throw it in. For fourth, we have gone for 3. This is Argo Ali, Samanga Kamala for the St. John Grey yard. When Samanga jumps aboard for St. John Grey, the alarm bells always ring for me. I go back and I look at that run on the 19th of Jan at this course, 1700 meters. Who rode it? Samanga Kamalo, carrying 61, dawdled in by 5.5 lengths. Really, don't let this one run loose, guys. At 7-1, throw this one in, all perms as well. So race 7, 6, 10, 2, and 3. I'm putting all 4 horses in our exotics. We move on to the lucky last. This is due off at 16.25. Mid rate at 81 handicap, over 1450 meters. And again, I'm loading up here. I don't like the race. First selection is Lord Varies, Marco van Rensburg for the match at yard. This did us a favor last time out, winning really well, and again I think should give a good account of itself and should be there when the whips are cracking. For second, I've gone for the 9. This is Back to Basics, Nathan Klink for the Matchett yard. Won a good race last time out with Nathan aboard, and I really think that at long odds, this one shouldn't be left out of any perms. For third, I've gone for the 6, Rain or Shine. Chase Marjan retaining the ride for the Robin Klaasen yard. Good effort last time out, finishing under length behind Tizona. Should be thrown in everything. For fourth, we've gone for the 5, JP 2000. Calvin Abib for the Fabian Abib yard. Line for the last effort, just lodged to jockey. Must be included in everything here, guys. So race 8, 3, 9, 6, and 5. Put all forces in the PA, all 4 in the pick 6. If we're taking pick 6s, I'm certainly going to take a chance and go very light the first 3 legs, and then I'm going to load up the last 3. Guys, there are a couple of first timers. Please check for scratchings, check for jockey changes. Go light early on, load up later, and hopefully we'll see you in the winner's box. Take it easy, look after yourself. Stephen, back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, the Postman. We really appreciate it. I see you've tipped 8 race program, your best bet and your value bet, your Bipot PA, your Jackpot 1 and Jackpot 2. So please, Lord, let them arrive for the punters, and we can keep our winning streak going forward. So, guys, all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.